Welcome to Online Design with me, your host, Jeff Floyd. I'm Designer-in-Chief here at Celebrating Home, and I am so excited to come to you the very first time from the new workroom and our product development area. You know, this is so project-oriented. You see, I've rolled up my sleeves. We're getting to work here, and I think you'll see a little difference now in the online design segments that we do with you, is that they are a little bit more project-oriented, which brings me right to what we're going to do today. The catalog covers have had rage reviews from you guys. I have heard so many responses on both the English and the Hispanic cover that you love those covers, you love the lifestyle, you love the way it's done. And so many of you have asked me, that beautiful bird cage, that beautiful wall bird cage that's on the Hispanic cover, how'd you put that together? How'd you do that? So I want that to be our very first project in our workshop here in the product development area. We're going to take this piece, and I'm going to just show you how simple this is. This is so simple. You're going to love doing this. And you know, I've talked to you a little bit about birds before. This bird theme and decor has been incredible. It continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger because what I believe it truly does, and I think I said this before, is truly brings that natural element to your interior decor. You certainly can use it on the exterior as well, too, on a patio or a loggia. But how beautiful is this to bring this indoors then, that you bring that natural element to your indoor thing. And especially when you take a neutral backdrop like this, that you've got this gorgeous, and I love the name of all these pieces. The collection's called Nature's Song. Doesn't that, to me, that just conjures up those beautiful images of those songbirds in spring. But the wall bird cage, you just simply open the door of this piece. I've just put a small piece of styrofoam in here. This probably is 2 inches by 1 inch. It's just a small piece of styrofoam. And when I attach my styrofoam into a container like this, I don't hot glue it, because you know when you hot glue onto styrofoam, it just melts that styrofoam. So I just use a little bit of that sticky glue that you can get and put into this thing, and then it just sticks right onto it and it stays right where you want it. It's easy to take out when you're done. I take a little bit of moss, and I keep my moss usually in a bowl just because it's handy, and I use moss so often that we need it. I don't really attach that always, but you can take greening pins and attach that to it. But all you're doing, with what we're doing today, you're not going to see your mechanics. So it's okay if you don't have it completely covered. This beautiful Decorator's Delight swag, you simply just snap it apart. It comes apart easily. I've done that earlier. And when you do that, you'll notice there's a larger end and a smaller end. The smaller end, I just cut off about 2 inches of that smaller end of the stem that's on the smaller end. It's very, very simple. Then we're just going to take this, and we're just going to take that and insert that right into the top of that styrofoam. And you see what that's already starting to do, just with me not doing anything. This vine piece here is just starting to come through the cage itself. The ivy is starting to come through the wire of the cage. We're going to take that and just put that just as that is, and then we're going to shut that door. And then once we shut the door, we'll just kind of make sure that nothing is crowded in there, which you see that's starting to look a little bit crowded. So then we're just going to take that and move that around a little bit so that nothing looks like it's just jammed in there. So you've got this beautiful piece. Then you just take your big piece of this as well too, and then I go ahead and bend it, because we're going to take it and kind of bend it around the cage itself. So before I insert it into my styrofoam, and I'm just going to take the end that's there, insert it into my styrofoam, and I've just taken that and just bent it around. Then I'm just going to take that and holding my styrofoam in place from the back with a finger, then I just take this and just insert it right into the front. Now, that is secure. It's in there, and I'm done with this. We're going to take how beautiful then this piece is. We're going to take all these pieces and make sure that they are showing in our design. It's as simple as that. It's done. It's ready to set on a table. How easy is that? How simple is that? And to me, that's what the buzzword is for decor today anyway, is that simplicity of something like this that looks beautiful. You've got this beautiful backdrop within this bold color story that goes about it. What does that do then? It brings to life your decor. I love that. We could just as easily use a foliage swag without color if you'd like to do that. Exact same thing. You're going to have a big end and a small end. You go through the exact same steps. How easy is that? I think it's a great piece, and I think it's wonderful that you can hold that up and say, this is on the cover, and let me show you how simple this is to do. And it is so simple. Welcome to our studio. We're going to have lots of fun here because we're going to do lots of projects in our studio. We're glad you joined us today, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month on Online Design.